say what would really happen.
Because in the group we talk a lot about the small scale, but we haven't seen the publications yet. We haven't seen the kind of National Academy report version that says, let's talk about GM crops in the context of smallholding farmers.
Great.
Yeah.
Other ideas? We'll move through these quickly. Yeah, Mike.
I know a problem that I sort of came to me a couple of years ago. It was very hard to do. One of the bigger mass insect eradication programs was the screwworm fly. They irradiated these cattle pests, and they mass released them from Mexico or through the U.S. But they eradicated them very quickly from about Guatemala to Panama over the course of about 10 years. And one thing that could be very interesting to look at is the effect on forest cover, because you took away a major cost component of livestock producers in a very funneled and unidirectional way, and you could potentially marry satellite data with livestock herd counts. Need to look at prices as well. You have all the entomological screwworm fly release data from the IAEA that they kept very good records of. But one of the biggest components is actually overcoming whether the satellite data exists. It already happened, right? Whether the pictures of it or not, right? And processing that massive amount of raw data and differentiating farmland from forest cover and things like that.
Right.
You need a lot of folks from each of the Central American countries, to inform them. So.
Thank you. What else came up? Yeah, Megan.
We kind of discussed like a Gene Drive Workshop 2.0 in some ways. We were kind of discussing that, bringing more people to the table, so more of a global perspective than maybe we were able to have before, and also kind of what ended up out of that discussion getting in writing, but also what was left out that we wish had been included that didn't come out of those publications, or what's been updated.
Great, thank you.
We discussed the workshop on forming risk assessment guidelines for the products of gene editing or synthetic biology.
We talked about it. I would be very interested in a short course on the case study method that revolved around some of the issues in biotechnology and the environment and agriculture, and possibly species restoration, different examples.
Sounds great. I raised the case of the GE chestnut as possible reintroduction that has socio and environmental impacts, and there's a lot of questions beyond just the regulation of the technology, but also in terms of how it's deployed and managed in the environment. That could be a special pursuit. Yeah, Fred?
I was interested in asking about what is collecting new data. Because a lot of things we're talking about are people getting together and thinking about synthesis, right? Of what's happening with the farmers, and that's existing data. But what about if you were to go to the internet to figure out what kind of conversations are happening in different countries? Is that collecting data, or is that just harvesting data that exists?
Right. But people have certainly done that. They have harvested Twitter feeds.
Okay, so that's okay.
And so apparently that's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Fred is a consultant for Cambridge Analytica.
That's how he makes his money.
So you put that hot rod.
Let's edit that out of the video, right?
But Chase, there you go.
Yeah.
You can just hang out and Twitter around.
But I wouldn't make too big a deal about it. I wouldn't make that the only thing that you did, because then it stands out a lot. And if there's somebody who would say, "Hey, wait a minute, isn't that collecting?" So just strategically, I might couch that with other sources of things like screwworm fly data and global or aerial photos of forest cover and Twitter feed underneath the forest cover.
Great. Well, please join me in thanking Dave for coming down. This is a great example of the way that we can hear from a program that's working at the same kind of intersection of natural sciences and social sciences that we are, but they have a different set of resources and a different set of expertise. But there are some real potential crossways that we could work together and collaborate. So thank you for sharing your insights about the program and getting us thinking about ways that we might participate. It's really good.
And let me know, send me an email, or talk to Fred or Jason, and let me know what ideas you have if something comes up in the shower next week. Let's not lose this momentum, because I think that there is something here that we could work with, and it's just figuring out what those would be.
And I'd just say, like the things for graduate students, think about other graduate students who are in programs that aren't as interdisciplinary as yours, who might be interested in getting more interdisciplinary, and we're not training is right, and we're in a hiatus right now, and sending them that way. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll see you next week.
That's a great idea.
Oh, you want to join us at 2:15? No, I'm serious.
People that next year will talk about that, but for rights. So you can talk about it for me, but you can't talk about it. But even there.